All right, I'm going to walk you through the program Filezilla, and this is a good way to manage your files on a web server. So the advantage of this is that you see mirrored file structures on both sides. On the left side is your local machine, and on the right side is your remote site, your server. So if we're going to be uploading files to the server, you want to be able to see exactly what's on your local side and on your remote side so they match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the site manager here. It's very easy to use Quick Connect, and I'm not going to do that because I want to set up, because I'm going to be accessing this server a lot and be doing this the entire semester, so I want to set a shortcut to it. It also lets me set up a few advanced settings that are not available on Quick Connect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new site, and I'm going to, first of all, let's see here, we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to go to my sites, and we're going to make a new site. Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do is connect to hosting.csumb.edu. Now this is the server address, and it's going to be on port 22. And the protocol is SFTP. And my login type is going to be normal, which means that it's going to ask for a username and a password. And what I can do is connect here. So what I really want to do is, before I connect, is I want to set a few extra advanced settings. So I'm going to click over to Advanced, and it's going to say Default Local Directory, and I'm going to browse. I'm going to browse now to my CST251 folder. It's inside my documents. There it is. I'm going to choose that. So that's going to be my default local directory. Now on the remote server, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill into my the root. It's the CST251 folder on the remote server. So this is a little trickier. I'm going to go to my last name. I don't believe I need a / there, and I'm going to go to CST251. Important point here on file naming, just to reiterate, you'll probably cover this elsewhere, but no spaces. I tend to keep everything lowercase in file naming. You don't want to use ampersands or exclamation points or any other kind of odd other characters other than alphanumeric, A to Z, 0 through 9, dash and underscore are the kind of the only characters that I tend to use. You can probably use other ones. Obviously you want dots in there for file naming, but beyond that, that's going to do it. So I've set my default remote directory, I've set my default local directory, and now I'm going to try to connect here, and we'll see. It says invalid data, remote path could not be parsed, so let's put a / there. And there we go. Okay, so that was a /. So now what I'm seeing is the same thing on both machines. I've got my images directory and I've got my images directory. And so now if I actually drill into my images directory, you'll see on the server side, it will also synchronize browse there. It should be supposed to. Let's see. And so this little folder with the double dots means to go up a directory, so I can double click on that. And I think I forgot to do something. So I'm going to go back to my site manager. I think I forgot to turn on synchronized browsing, yes. So that's what I really want to do, is open synchronized browsing. So I say connect. It says abort the previous, yes. Okay, now I'm in business here, and I can double click on images, and it matches it over here. So this is a great tool that lets you keep your files all in the same spot, in the same structure, and everything is in the right spot. So again, I'll go over that very quickly again. Site Manager, and actually I'll delete that. We'll say yes. And so we're going to make a new site. It's hosting.csumb.edu. Port is 22. Protocol is SFTP. Normal login type. User is my Otter ID. Password is my password. Again, hop over to Advanced, local directory. We browse to the local directory, which is CST251. Remote directory is my last name, first name, first initial, and CST251. Now, when you first get this, and as many of you will get, you won't have a CST251 folder. So it's going to fail. It'll give you an error. That's okay. Just log into that server, create that CST251 folder, and then go back and modify the site manager, and you'll be fine. So again, synchronized browsing. We click connect. It says invalid remote path, cannot be parsed. Let's see here. I think I did it again, didn't I? / and we connect. There we go. Abort the previous selection. And now we're in business. So we have matching structures on both sides. Okay, 6-minute mark. I think that'll do it. Hopefully this will be helpful to you. If you have questions, always post them to the forum and ask for help, or look at the Filezilla help videos. They're great.